Hey guys, Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft. It's harvest season time, and what we're going to do today is we're going to dehydrate apples. We're going to prepare them and show you how to do that today on Snowwalker Bushcraft. So as we said, it is harvest season. It's time to get to the orchard. It's time to get your apples. I usually like to get a couple of bushels of apples because I like to dehydrate apple slices so that I'll have them for recipes, and they're good to bring along on a snack. Gets a little expensive when you start to buy these things by the bag. Why should you? You don't even know where they come from. So it's best to do it for yourself at home. You can dry these things without a commercial dehydrator, but we'll talk about that in the next video. So start with your apples, and what we're going to do is we're going to peel these. Inspect your apple, look for any soft spots in it, because these you're going to cut out because you don't want to start with that if they have any bruises or anything of that nature. Okay, right there. I missed the garbage can, but that's okay, I'll pick that up. See that bruise? We're going to wind up cutting that out. I don't have an apple corer, so the easiest thing that I like to do is I'll just take the knife and go down one side, go down the next side. I turn it over on its side, I find about where the core is, I go there, and then I'll take the rest of it out there. So there's our spot. We'll cut that one right out. We don't want to use that. And then what I do is I just slice the apple into about 1/4 of an inch slices. And they don't have to be perfect, but you do have to slice them. Everybody's eating an apple, and you know what happens when you let it sit for a few minutes before you finish it. It starts to oxidize, it starts to turn brown. How do we prevent that? Very easily. We just get some lemon juice. Add a little bit of lemon juice onto them. Mix them up. It's not going to change the flavor. Once we get that taken care of, we just get our racks. And here they are. Alright, you're going to clean and wash these after every use. Then you're going to put them away so that you can just use them to go right ahead into the dehydrator. Let's take a look at the dehydrator that I'm using. This is nothing more than a Cabela's 6-rack dehydrator. The best thing about this dehydrator is the fact that it is adjustable as far as your temperature, and you want that. It gives you a drying guide that you can follow, and a simple on-off switch. Today for the apples, what we're going to do is we're going to dry these for the first 2 hours at 145 degrees. Then after that, we're going to back it down to about 135. Very simply on the rack, the only thing that you're going to do is you're just going to put these on here. You don't want them to overlap. That's about the most important thing, because you want to make sure that the air can flow through there easily. If they touch, they touch, but you still have to have enough room for the apples, or for the air to actually circulate around. So just pay attention to that as you're putting them on here. We got a couple more trays to fill up, so we'll do that. We'll turn it on and then we'll be back. Alright, so our apples right now have been dehydrating for about 8 hours. And I've been checking them quite often. So we're going to turn the dehydrator off, and we're going to take them out and show you what they look like. So here they are, and as you can see, they have reduced greatly in size. They are pliable, they're flexible, but they are now dehydrated and they are ready to use. They're just dried apples, just like you would get in the store, only these are actually more healthy for you, and there isn't a lot of chemicals and everything added to it. So we'll put them in our mason jar. They're not going to be too long in storage because I'm going to be using them for other recipes, and this is just something to break into with our dehydrating. But if we wanted to let them last a little bit longer, put them in a Ziploc bag and you can actually freeze them and they'll last for quite a long time. So anyway, Brian from Snowwalker Bushcraft, thank you for your views and your comments. Until the next one, walk the woods.